The Managing Director, National Engineering and Technical Company NETCO, an engineering, procurement and construction subsidiary of the NNPC Limited, Engineer Johnson Awoyomi, has harped on the need for young engineers to embrace the principles of cost engineering that will enable them achieve the desired impact in their chosen profession. Speaking at an interactive session with young engineers at the recently concluded Nigerian Association of Petroleum Explorationists NAPI 2021 conference in Lagos, Awoyomi noted that cost optimization is a key factor in navigating the challenges facing the industry.
While we are transiting to energy, we must cost optimize to ensure we have seamless transition from what? From oil to gas, from gas to renewables. And competitiveness. There is no way we can be competitive if we are not cost optimizing. So it's very important for us. And the last one, cost optimization is a global best practice. When we are cost optimizing, we are doing the right thing.
He advised the young engineers to upscale and update their knowledge of cost engineering, which involves the management of project costs through such activities as cost estimation, cost control, cost forecasting, investment appraisal, and risk analysis.
I didn't know how to bake. It was Yes Up that taught me that. And with that, I can boastfully say I'm a caterer.
Me, for one, I just see this program as if it was designed for me.
When the NNPC says we touch your lives in many positive ways, it is living up to that, and its reputation aims to promote academic excellence.
NNPC, we touch your lives in many positive ways.
Hello, glad you could join us on the feedback segment of the program. My name is Abigail Ojogbo. As we move into the Yuletide season, it is imperative to emphasize that NNPC has enough volume of petrol in store to last throughout the end of year festivities and beyond. Therefore, there is no need to indulge in panic buying of petroleum products or resort to frantic storage of fuel in unsafe manners. This includes transporting petrol in the boots of vehicles while traveling or keeping it at home. This practice over time has led to the loss of lives and properties caused by avoidable fire outbreaks and explosions. Indiscriminate storage of petrol also poses environmental and health risks to humans. On this segment today, we bring to you views on why motorists and Nigerians in general should avoid storing petrol in their car boots or in their homes.
Do not buy fuel and keep in jerrycans and keep at the back of your boot. Do not buy and keep, because it can explode, it can cause fire, and it can cause damage and burn your homes or even burn your vehicles. So it is not safe.
Putting fuel at home or keeping it in the boot is very dangerous. So I advise any person that has that intention of keeping fuel at home for any reason, to please avoid it totally for the safety of himself and other commuters.
Combustible materials makes it even more faster, like the car, where once you put those things enclosed and you are driving with them, you notice that you are heating up the environment already, where once there's a little spark, of course it will ignite.
It costs life and lost a lot of things, and when there is accident, the fire will cut out from there and a lot of things will happen.
You know, go buy fuel, put inside the boot, because it's a dangerous thing. You go kill person.
This Salisa, if you don't cut from back, if you have fuel inside gallon or jerrycan, the car, if you catch fire.
We stop panic buying. Sometimes that's even the problem. And then we try to store less of PMS as possible. It's very combustible, it's dangerous.
Buy your petrol, fill your tank, and if you want another one, come back with your tank, with your vehicle, and fill it, and off you go. But to save it somewhere outside filling station, it is not correct.
So to carry fuel inside boot travel, now dangerous thing. In fact, fuel dey everywhere now. There's no need me say maybe they carry fuel go anywhere.
Safety is everybody's business. Don't store fuel containers inside your vehicle where the vapor can circulate. Breathing in fuel fumes can cause nausea, drowsiness, and headaches. In some cases, it can even be poisonous. Also note that petrol is a highly inflammable product. Therefore, all motorists and Nigerians are cautioned against storing petrol in their vehicle boots and in their houses. If stored in an unsafe manner, petrol can cause premature deaths and destruction of properties. We will be doing ourselves a lot of good to avoid the unnecessary storage or hoarding of petrol, especially when there is abundance of supply by the NNPC. This is the much time will permit us to bring your way today. Please stay tuned for the other segments of the program.
No panic to buy fuel for black market. NNPC go bring fuel for all motorists.
NNPC say them get fuel jabrata for ground. So therefore, no buy black market, no do panic buying. Enough fuel there we go round.
NNPC, we touch your lives in many positive ways.
Hello! Glad to have you join us on yet another informative segment of the program. My name is Faith Olatuboso. Did you know that in the Nigerian oil and gas industry, downstream is a term used to describe activities around the marketing, sales and distribution of products derived from crude oil and natural gas? In other words, the downstream sector provides most products that are closely linked to consumers, and it is the sector of the oil and gas industry that people can mostly relate to. Did you also know that the downstream sector impacts consumers through products such as premium motor spirit, PMS or petrol, kerosene, jet fuel, diesel oil, heating oil, fuel oils, lubricants, waxes, asphalt, cooking gas, as well as hundreds of petrochemicals? Did you know that NNPC has a full-fledged downstream directorate mandated to coordinate the activities of its downstream entities, which includes the Petroleum Product Marketing Company (PPMC), NNPC Retail Limited, Nigerian Pipelines and Storage Company (NPSC), and NNPC Shipping Division? Now you know. Stay back for the rest of the program.
Hello and welcome to Global Crude Oil Outlook. Oil prices slid to near 6-week lows on Thursday as China said it was moving to release reserves following a report that the United States was asking big crude consumers to consider a coordinated release of stocks to lower prices. The bid by the US administration to shock markets, asking China to join coordinated action for the first time, comes as inflationary pressures, partly driven by surging energy prices, start to produce a political backlash as the world fitfully recovers from the worst health crisis in a century. Brent crude was down 41 cents or 0.5% to $79.87 per barrel after earlier dropping to $79.60, the lowest since October 7. United States West Texas Intermediate WTI crude was down 70 cents or 0.9% at $77.66 per barrel, having fallen earlier to $77.40 per barrel, also the lowest since early last month. Prices hit 7-year highs in October as the market focused on the swift rebound in demand that has come with lockdowns being lifted against a slow increase in supply from the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries OPEC and its allies called OPEC+. Domestic refineries are unlikely to get an extra benefit as light-end yields appear to have been already maxed out. Meanwhile, the Market Intelligence Department of NNPC's London office reported that China's State Reserve Bureau said it was working on a release of crude oil reserves, although it declined to comment on the U.S. request. A Japanese industry ministry official said the United States has requested Tokyo's cooperation in dealing with higher oil prices, but he could not confirm whether the request included coordinated releases of stockpiles. By law, Japan cannot use reserve releases to lower prices, the official said. In its weekly stockpile report, the United States Department of Energy said that crude inventories fell unexpectedly last week as refineries enjoying profitable processing rates ramped up output before the winter heating season. And that's it on this segment of the program. I am Obigo Okolo.
That's our package. Thanks for being part of it. Let's not spend our time on queues. No panic buying. Have a great week ahead.